Hello everyone, welcome to the epic.LAN CSGO Championship, Ben. We're here, we're finally live.
Yeah.
We're a little bit delayed.
A little bit.
You know, we're going to make that up with quality CS.
Yeah.
Live.
And hard-hitting journalists.
Yeah, it's just what I like. We've got some absolute gamers, to be honest with you here, Ben, this first matchup. Going to be honest with you. I don't know who any of them are.
Yeah, I mean, there was the one name we saw that we could see some kind of hint of something.
Yeah.
But we're not too sure on that. Not really sure. He's said he's been to a most recent I series.
He's had an I series.
Yeah.
Apparently he's had a 5th to 8th.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We haven't confirmed this.
No.
But it looks like we're into it. XSA versus horse and carriage peakers. Obviously, they're carrying on the meme, Ben.
Yeah.
You had the Ferrari peakers.
Yeah.
Luckily here, they've actually spelt their name correctly.
Yeah.
Whereas on the sign-up page, it was wrong.
Yeah, it was wrong on the sign-up page. It was quite unfortunate, really. And you can see Hawksley wanting some good advertisement for himself. Oh, finishing the enemy.
My goodness, Ben, it's like the Matrix. Did he slow down time there?
Or was it just GoTV lagging a bit? That is also one issue we have.
It's possible.
Yeah. So you might occasionally hear roars of thunder.
Yeah.
Of the players.
Of the gamers.
Yeah, the gamers.
These gamers right here.
Yeah, they're right there.
Playing the game.
They are right there. That's right in front of us.
That is the team. That is
That's horse and carriage peakers right there.
That's who they are.
Yeah, they're right there. Yeah, so yeah, quite an easy round for them. And it's worth noting this is a seeded matchup. Actually.
It is, Ben.
Yeah, horse and carriage peakers seeded 4th. XSA with a last-minute sign-up, who showed up today saying didn't know where to sign up. So just in advance, if anybody thought you didn't need to sign up, you do need to sign up.
There is a website.
Yeah, and if you aren't signed up by 10 AM, you won't be considered seeding.
And that's
Cough,
not what
endpoint. Cough.
And now you did actually warn.
Yes, I did warn Max.
Endpoint.
Yeah. And obviously he didn't quite. I don't know. I wouldn't say didn't believe me, but yeah.
They didn't take it on board.
Yeah, and thus they didn't get a seed. Luckily, though, they're on the opposite side of Wind and Rain, which is the matchup which we'd expect to see later on in the tournament. Just kind of waiting for these rounds to kind of play through right now because it's just eco rounds, really.
All very basic.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, not really anything to write home about. I mean, in terms of players alone, though, when you look into this, there's not too much you could take away from. None of them are really known faces. From what we've seen, Kito, he's the one that attended the most recent I series, along with actually another man in this tournament who people may be a little bit more familiar with if they're a fan of the ESL Prem. Ben, we got big man Chris himself, the Perkins. He's actually taking part. They won their first game earlier today. That was off stream. We had some technical difficulties. That's now been resolved. But they moved through. Obviously, him, Wanted and co. Some old faces coming back. Blast from the past.
Yeah, it was quite an interesting mix. I remember seeing it. I was just like, is that the same Wanted?
Yeah.
And then turns out it is, obviously. Former teammate of yours.
The last epic.LAN I went to with Wanted, Para, who was our teammate at the time.
I remember hearing about this.
The team folded about a week before the event because Para wanted to sit next to this girl that he was talking to. And I said, no, we have to sit as a 5, man. You can't go to epic.LAN and not, like, you know, we have to sit as a 5. It's not.
You have to be a unit.
Yeah.
In case people are shouting back.
Exactly.
You need to be a unit.
Everyone needs to be there to scream at them. But he was having none of it. And essentially the team folded a week before the LAN. And he told me he was going to kill me.
No.
Luckily, didn't happen. He met me at the LAN. And he was a lovely fellow. But, you know, in the end, this all swings and roundabouts, really, isn't it? So Wanted, he stayed true to the game since then.
Yep.
And he's still having it. He actually turned up with a keyboard, a PS2 keyboard that he couldn't use.
Yeah.
Wouldn't slot in. Didn't have a PS2 to a USB adapter.
Yeah. Usually when people bring those, they actually do have the adapter with them. Normally.
I packed my adapter.
Yeah.
Well, there's some cheering going on.
There is some cheering, which nice to see. It is like being at an actual epic.
It is very similar to the epic. He's had a jump kill.
Okay. First buy round, there seems to be no issues with them taking these out.
If I was a betting man, Ben, I'd place my bet on horse and carriage figures to win this one.
Because we were in a casino.
It's very fitting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very fitting. But what kind of odds? I think it would only be like 1 to 5 on this stage. It'd be quite poor.
If you do an accumulator, you can work out how many games you reckon they're going to win.
How many games?
Yeah.
1. 2.
Maybe.
Actually,
maybe
I don't know
2.
where they are in the bracket.
It depends who they play next.
Yeah, when did they face Wind and Rain is a better question, isn't it? Really?
Or Endpoint.
Yeah.
It's always the big question.
Yeah.
I mean, that is kind of the story of the event, really. If you're looking at this one on paper, who should actually go through? It's going to be your Endpoint, your Wind and Rain. One of those two.
Yeah, last week it was CEX. You kind of wondered if, I think it was Newcastle Jaguars, if they would be able to challenge them. And, ultimately they weren't able to, but you at least were questioning it. Whereas this time, you got Wind and Rain and Endpoint, so that's 2 big names. The 2 leaders in the UK Prem, funnily enough.
Yeah, that is true.
So it'll be interesting to see if, we get an absolute massacre between them.
I mean, obviously the only difference, it's a slightly different lineup for Endpoint.
Yeah.
No Robin, no Cryptics. Lazar is now back, though.
Yeah.
He's returned from his holiday.
Yeah, Cray standing in as their 5th.
Yeah.
Which, it's a bit of a different one, I suppose, but it does make you wonder who's going to be calling in that situation as well. Like, will it just be a bit of a team run around, or will Max take the reins, or will everybody chip in?
They're kind of almost half Reason Gaming, half Endpoint now.
From that UK Premiership?
Yeah. Where they got banned for match fixing.
In fact, wasn't Lazar standing in for that lineup at the Prem Finals?
I think so.
He was, wasn't he? Yeah, so that...
It all kind of goes full circle, really.
Yeah. Huh.
Very nice. Well, Fizzy's been sent off to the Burns ward, Ben. He's crispy.
3v3 is not too bad. Considering the previous rounds, at least. They've been very one-sided.
They have got the 1 AK. That's been switched over to Costa.
Thanks to
Lamus? Lamel? Iamus? Is that an L or an I?
Iamis.
Iamis. Lammers.
I reckon we go with Lammels.
Lammels? Lammels gets the kill.
Yeah.
Oh, freshness.
Yeah.
And Hans Noodle. Ooh, Monarch. LA.
It's Monarch.
Oh yeah, it is. Monarch.
What
These names are interesting.
Yeah, they're different.
It's what you expect to see, Ben.
Yeah, obviously it is. The fact that these events are so cheap for one compared to your regular BYOC.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even a BYOC at this point, it's a non-BYOC. You turn up and play. It means that all these players who are nearby can just get a ticket,
get
go
down
with their friends, and just play.
Play some CS.
Yeah. Obviously, the next one is in Manchester, which, again, in terms of population, that's a huge hub for people to actually get.
You've got a lot of CS players from Manchester, yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that one actually does in terms of the sign-ups, who's going to be going down to that.
We've got 13 teams here. I think we had 8 in Newcastle. So that's a huge increase as well. It'll be interesting to see how much that changes, though, as I mentioned.
Well then.
But these runs have been really one-sided, haven't they? If I'm honest.
Yeah, they've just been blitzing through them. Horse carriage peakers. I mean, they might sound like they have a bit of a slow face from the name, but actually, they've come out as stable. They've absolutely sprinted to the finish line, Ben. I'd give them a sugar cube.
You'd give them a sugar cube?
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'd probably give them the 4th seed.
Yeah. But
I hope they go with that. There's a guy in Vietnam right now. He's let all of them pass. Can he get all 3? Oh, 2. That's good. 1v3. Lammels on his own. And I think Ops Director has bugged out a bit. Yeah. There we go. 1v3. He has 7 ADR currently, going into this round.
Room to improve there, Ben. Maybe you can build from that. Freshness, finds the frag, and not today. Horse and carriage peakers, though, storming ahead till 6 rounds now. It's pretty good for him, Ben. They're getting the momentum.
I have to say, this HUD is a lot nicer, isn't it?
It is. It does.
It's a lot
look
cleaner.
Nice.
Like I was just thinking, the text and it kills that, or kills assist.
It just pops a lot more.
Yeah.
It's very prominent.
Yeah.
That's what you want.
They've got to be wondering, actually, when will they get anything in this game? Like, quite clearly, a group of friends who've just decided to show up and just thought, yeah, we'll play.
I mean, potentially, that's the thing. Obviously, that's the nature of the event. You can get people that are just going to come down, they're just looking to have a bit of a bash.
Yeah.
See if they can get anything going for themselves, and there's nothing wrong with that. That is obviously, it's the point of it, so... Struggling as of right now. Bit of team damage comes out though. Hawkeye barely stays alive there. I've always thought, Ben. Obviously the Avengers, right? You've got Hawkeye.
Yep.
I think what his name should have been there is Orpie.
Orpie.
And obviously he should just use an AWP, and then that's kind of the meme, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than using a bow and arrow, he's got an AWP.
Freshness. He's feeling fresh. I mean, you can't think there's much chance here. 5 HP, 19 HP, 2v4. And lucky they're running into an AWP of all things, but not great when you've got a flash out. Not too great. That should be 7-0 for Horse and Carriage Beakers. And I would like to see them go far just because of the name. It did give me a good giggle.
Yeah?
Just because.
The old Horse and Carriage Beakers.
Yeah.
It is a bit of a meme.
Yeah, because everybody loves a Ferrari peak and F1 peak, etc.
Yeah.
As far along as you go.
What about the Tamagotchi peak?
Tamagotchi peak.
Yeah. That's where you don't check the angle for like 6 months, and then when you do clear it, he's already dead.
Everybody's already dead. Yeah. Oh, there was a pause called there, but they did it slightly too late.
It's rough.
That is really rough.
Oh, that's an interesting
buy. And one of them's brought up. Oh, they're all kind of split buying.
Oh no.
Oh, Monarch was long gone. He was way out of spawn.
The entire system's fallen apart there, but one of them's bought. Everyone's tried to, grab what they can off the shelf.
Yeah.
It's like they've been told they've got 60 seconds to grab their belongings and get out of the house.
It's like a fire drill.
Yeah.
Except you're not meant to grab your stuff.
No, you're supposed to just leave, Ben. You're supposed to just go. But he's grabbed
Monarch was out of there. He saw things were about to kick off.
Ross Kemped it.
Yeah, he got Ross Kemped all the way out.
He's alright.
Whereas, Kabanoyski, or Kabanosiki, yeah.
Cabano
Screamy, yeah. Going for that. He would never have got out of there. That AK weighs too much. That's too much weight to be bringing further. It would be quite awkward if XSA were to pick up the round here, though, considering they've got attack balls coming in as soon as this one finishes.
That is true. Looking unlikely, though. Obviously, a much better buy there on Horse Carriage Peakers. Costa as well. He thought he was attacked by a ghost. He responded to try and shoot at the ghost, but the ghost was not there, Ben. It was actually Freshness who's slain him with the AK. Kalashnikov lays him out as his body hits the deck. Hawkeye as well, looking for a little bit more. Finds 1 and 2 as he doubles up down on him. And it's just Lamels that remains with 12 HP.
And there he drops. So, see, a much needed tactical pause, really. I mean, consider the situation that 8-0, you've got a player on 008 who... I just like calling about the 008. So he bought an AK one of these rounds. I saw he had head armor, AK. He had 500 goals left. Bought no grenades. And he also had a P250 bought.
Yeah.
So he might be one of those slightly newer players who does not feel comfortable using grenades. So you can see, okay, here we go. He's whipped out some flashes. If there was a grenade that you'd prefer them to use, it probably would be a flash.
Yeah, it's the most...
HG grenade, he might hit you.
Simple to, yeah. You can't really do that much harm. Just don't pop flash near your teammates.
Yeah.
Don't try flash anyone in if you're not confident about it.
Definitely.
They'll be alright.
Trying to wonder what they could actually do from this, because across the map right now, they've just been losing every fight they've taken. And now the CTs are whipped out the double AWP, so Keto will be using that towards B. And from what I've seen in this game so far, they've been taking banana control quite aggressively. Obviously, the first buy round, there was that jump MP9 kill.
Yeah.
And then there was that spam afterwards as well. So I imagine this will be another face towards it too. Just because, I mean, they're trusting him to do it on his own, which is absolutely mental, if I'm honest.
Very early nade down mid there as well. Costa actually takes a heavy chunk of that. The HE bounces off his noggin, Ben, and they sound quite excited as they do continue to damage. Lamels will be slain there by the M4 of Hawkeye. And it is only 4 Ts that remain. Costas as well, quite low from the early HE, so it's looking quite bad for XSA.
Party's got to be wondering when will complacency take its toll in this game, though. Just because it's human nature to, get a bit complacent. And obviously, when you're beating people this easily, or like this convincing rather, you do start to take things like peaks you wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
And this situation right now where they've got 4 on A, there hasn't been any indication that it's going to be towards A. You should really have another person there after he's been forced back off banana, and they might pay the price off of it here.
Yeah, actually a nice frag there. Fwizzy finds the early entry kill, takes down Keto. They are going to attempt to retake together, rotating back in. Finn and Freshness. Ooh, bit of a tag through the smoke, not too much really to write home about, but At least it's some kind of a start, Ben. 38 seconds on the clock as the bomb goes down. Now we're in the end game.
Yeah, bomb going down is huge, but the other situation is there's no grenades to be used on this T-side post plant. But grenades are not needed if you can just headshot the enemy.
That is true. And headshot them they will at this point. Costa still playing from the back of the site. Hawkeye pushes straight in. Just trying to mess with him, keep him off the bomb. He does not want to go for it, Ben. Whoa. Finds the headshot on the cross.
First round for XSA, which, I mean, they clearly, coincidentally, they found that single player. Which, all longer that they found that. But you have to feel like Horse and Carriage Speakers did play a bit, you know, I wouldn't say like too confident, but it was just the fact that they didn't really take caution to the wind.
You could see they thought they had this in the bag at that point.
Yeah.
Feeling very free to go for the plays they want. Obviously, it is represented by the screams.
Yeah.
It's like having a smoothie here, Ben.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4v5, the first evening pick instantly went the other way, and you can't help feel like they did pull themselves back a bit here. They're just like, okay, maybe not that wild. We can calm down a bit, but Orcside does not care.
Big man Orpie. He's just going.
You did see him.
Ooh.
5v1. Oh, not the knife.
The butcher play.
Oh, he's just left clicking him.
Oof.
Oh. Not good timing.
Butcher Pete, he's gone for it.
That was good timing on that scream.
It was. He's put effort in.
And the only man that we knew from the lineup, or at least took a lick into,
Keto.
2 and 3.
The man that was giving it before the games.
He was giving it a bit, wasn't he?
He was giving it.
To be fair.
He was giving it in chat then.
Yeah.
And not performing the utmost right now.
But obviously 9-1 doesn't need to.
He is the IGL though.
That is true. That is true.
Maybe he's like 100.
100.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, sure. But just when we need him to shine. Here he is.
Hundon's arrived. Oh, and Finn there. The Star Wars special for the finisher.
Yeah.
Double-ended lightsaber takes him down.
Yeah, so 10-1, it's, you know, it's quite clearly a one-sided affair. Like, it's fair to say. Horse and Carriage Speakers deservedly sitting as a 4th seed right now, at least. XSA be wondering, maybe we shouldn't have shown up on the day. We hadn't already paid, so, you know, they might be thinking, probably shouldn't have.
It's true. Not having the best affair. Finn with a bit of a miss there, trying to get the follow-up frag with the Orpid Woods mid. Freshness for the double kill. There is a flick headshot coming out from Finn as well in the adjustment. Slumps out Croster and leaves him dead on the ground, Ben. Has Noodle for the final blow. Horse and Carriage Peakers, I mean, they are just blitzing ahead at this point. It's 11-1. You add that together, that's 12.
Yep.
Just if you needed that bit of info.
Just in case.
If you look at it in one long line, it's 1-1-1.
Yeah. Not wrong again. What else you got?
I don't know.
Well,
Is the animal at the top of banana a dog or a pig?
animal at the top of banana?
Do you not know about this?
What?
I'll show you at the end. I'll show you then around, mate. Don't you worry. Hawkeye finds that frag, pushes down, kills Fwizzy. We are into the 4v4, Ben. Oh, the backstab from Hasnoodle. Just depends on the timing, really. Monarch, not fast enough with a flick. All of his teammates falling around him, Ben. They are just crumbling to dust.
And
It's like an overcooked pizza.
An overcooked pizza.
It is like an overcooked pizza. I'll show you this, Ben.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to go...
Oh, that. Isn't that a wolf?
But is it a pig?
What do you mean pig?
Doesn't it look like a pig?
I'm going to go with no.
I think it looks like a pig. I never knew if it was a pig or a dog.
Looks more like a wolf.
Little pig dog. That's what I'm saying.
Pig dog.
Pig dog.
Pig dog wolf.
It's like you know, cow and chicken.
Oh yeah.
And cat dog.
Cat dog. Yeah.
Cat dog.
Pig dog.
Pig dog. Pig
Obviously,
dog.
that was the next one in line.
That was the spin-off show.
Yeah. They never showed the backstory of how they became one, did they?
How they became fused. No.
Yeah. Wouldn't want to know.
I don't really remember much about cat dog.
Nah.
I remember that it was good though.
I think it was a bit before our time. Just about.
It was like the run was done when we would have been watching it.
Yeah.
But it was just like reruns that would have been, available.
Yeah.
Courage the Cowardly Dog was the most OP.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Courage was huge. Well, it's just down to one man.
Yep.
He has got the feel, Frog.
Considering he's 1-13, still has 1-14 now, 30 ADR, not too bad. Might be worth having a look at the utility damage, because we now can do that if you press tab. So we go on this.
Oh wow!
And you can now see utility damage and
nice.
enemies flashed.
Wow.
So obviously not much utility damage on that T side. Obviously expected, although Inferno it's a strong utility map.
It is very true.
0 from Has Noodle.
Actually putting in the groundwork there.
Yeah, look at that.
13
flashes.
Flashes.
Strong.
That is nice from the IGL, obviously coming through.
I now keep that actually open as a more.
That's actually a really
what
nice
I keep open instead.
use,
yeah, I keep that open. It's much nicer, isn't it?
It's actually a lot more useful, really, overall.
It's a much nicer one, isn't it?
That is good.
Yeah. Another one of the great things about Panorama.
It is good. It's a nice update, Ben. It's brought a lot to the game.
Yeah. Obviously, in the weeks to come, issues will be ironed out.
That's what you want.
Hopefully, XSA can do the same at home after this result.
They need to iron out some kind of issues, Ben. They got to get something going for them. But
this could be another round.
Yeah.
To be fair.
This could actually be something to build off.
3v5.
Hawkeye, Trapnell's top banana. Doesn't really have too much of a read of what's going on. The rest of the teammates are blitzing it in towards that A site. A roar comes through, so I can only imagine this means good things in the rest of the round. This freshness will be able to at least deny one man. But Ben, it's a 4-on-3. They've got site control to play with as well, but Has Noodle doesn't want none of it.
Doesn't want any of it.
Ooh.
And Hawkseye, he had complete control
Tag as well on Lamel.
Yeah.
Hello.
Lamel down.
That's
just
the end
down
of the
on Frizzy. 14-1.
Could have been a second round. You lot global, right? Well,
that
kind of sets a precedent, really, doesn't it? Kind of.
Yeah.
I'm supreme.
No, you're LE, mate.
I'm Sem.
So one issue we can see with Panorama, the scoreboard doesn't quite like the idea of swapping halves, because you can see on the right.
Hang on.
Yeah,
no,
it doesn't like it, does it?
Didn't fix it.
No.
It's alright. We'll go with it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And a bit of GoTV like that.
I reckon that signifies the game is over, Ben. That's normally what that means.
That is normally what that means, and you can tell by the woo.
I have looked up and also seen the result.
Yeah.
But it's fine. We'll roll with it.
I'm interested to see how this is going to work out. There's 4 CTs in CT fighting the 5 Ts. Oh my word, it's a 1v4.
Finn, the last man left standing
He's
now.
the one who shined with that pistol on the first half too.
Oh, hello. He's popped the first. Needs to try and continue on with it. Then he's putting them down. Everyone's getting late to rest. My goodness. He set everyone up on a date with a coroner. That's an ace.
So many 1v1s. You gotta feel like that can't be allowed to happen.
No.
Obviously that first CT in Speedway should have probably killed him. But after that,
that is unacceptable.
2v1. There is a sawn-off here. I would like to stay on Keto Cam. Because he has got his sawn-off ready.
See what he gets up to.
Yeah.
With a big man
a nice
himself.
skin as well.
It is the Wasteland Princess.
No, I don't think it goes that far.
He's going for it. Absolutely.
I reckon they flash him in, the boys.
This is Keto's round to shine. He might be no Alex Gittins, Ben. But let's see what he can achieve. Pushes his way straight through the
screen. He's not our favoured Keto, is he?
He's not. He is getting tagged up as well.
Oh.
Bit of an awkward tag there comes out. Does go down.
Not ideal.
But it seems like they will still be able to pick it up, Ben. That is going to be the win for Horse and Carriage Peakers.
Yeah.
As they lock it down.
Absolute sweep. They have just gone right past them on the Horse and Carriage and beheaded them. Right there and then. So that means they'll be moving on. XSA. Yeah. Unfortunate that they showed up so, late on, I guess, this morning.
I guess, yeah, man. They've walked into the venue. They said, can we play? We've said yes.
Yep.
Unfortunately, they have been beaten. Obviously, there you can see your victors in front of you. Just having a pack down.
Yep.
Ready to get themselves moist for the next game here.
Of course.
That's what you want to see, Ben.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I did see someone. Oh, you saw a little bit of bicep there from Joe Ducky Loose. from Team Endpoint. But yeah, stepped out of the camera shot, Ben.
Yeah,
but
that's
Ben,
quite unfortunate. He does that.
Wasn't that great?
It was fantastic, honestly. 16-1. Strong result for Horse and Carriage Peakers.
Huge.
Yeah.
They've done the name proud.
Mm.
They had some peaks. They had some frags. That is the first game, though, Ben.
Yeah.
That's done.
Mm-hmm.
More to come at some point.
Yeah, I'm not too sure how long it'll take because it's a big setup.
It's a
packed down situation between each team.
Obviously, you can see here.
Yeah, teams slowly getting all their stuff together and then
we've got to send the next team in. Reese Mars is prepared. He's just having his water. You can see him there. There he is. He's had a cheers. He's going to be ready to sit down and get underway with the game soon.
Yeah.
So I think we'll leave it for now and come back in when we're ready to get underway with the next game of the day, Ben.